Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on at midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Mustangs have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Bulls are on the move. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He makes a catch. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, SMU 7, South Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 2nd down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Brown will throw it, trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. And the pass is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, USF. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Running back searching for a hole. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. It's complete on the right side. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, yes.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the defenses because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Split backs here. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
2nd down after that incompletion. He'll try to pop the draw. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Bulls will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. They'll go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They'll try the run. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He fires one deep down the right side.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a first down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. You start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Jennings. He's looking deep. Touchdown Mustangs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking for a block. It's Wheaton. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
SMU 31, South Florida 24.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Line getting set on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. The sure hands, it's right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Got room at the 35. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll operate out of split backs. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. He stood tall in the pocket, held his ground, and delivered a strike despite taking that hit.
I'm impressed with this quarterback, boy. In the pocket like that, you've got all these bodies. Guys are trying to grab you, and guys are trying to shield your vision downfield. He knew he was going to get popped. He was able to stand in the pocket calmly and deliver a strike downfield.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
First down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down.
6-9-1. Here we go.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
South Florida.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Get set.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all. The defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kick's straight, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment...
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
On first down, here comes this offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Offense gets set for second down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.